What's up guys, Levier Dragon here, and today I was really excited with the new ban list last week, and I've been playing this special deck this whole time, and that's right, you know what it is, Fluffals. Now I know you're thinking, Fluffals in 2025, what are you, high? Yes I am, but I just released a new content cop, baby. It's 2017, it's the year of the Fluffals. What are you talking about? I'm not lost in the sauce. I know what year it is. It's 2017, and we're playing Fluffals, the objective best archetype of all time, my favorite deck. And you might be thinking, well, wait, the ban list hurt the deck. The Sharky boy got banned. Bahamut Shark is gone. You can't make Toad. And I mean, why do you think I have laws with me? Copium. It's all good, everything's good. But no, seriously, this deck did get some really cool new tools. So it has been a lot better, I think, as a result of the ban list. And yeah, between Unchained, Shavara going to 2, and Duke of Demise coming out, this deck has a lot of new tools and interesting things it can do. So let's just get into the deck. Okay, so starting out with hand traps, play whatever the fuck you want. We got the goats here. Only 6 right now, we're siding more. You can run, you know, Mulch Armies or whatever the fuck the meta tells you to run. I don't fucking know, whatever, hand traps. Fluffals, we got triple penguin, the goat, still the best Fluffal. You still want to max out on it. Even though you can't make Bahamut Shark, you can still make the new boy Stealth Kragan. Then we got a suite of one of Fluffals. We got dog, dolphin, bear, wings, and sheep. You can run owl too. I had owl in here until like last minute. It's a good way to search polymerization, but usually you don't really need that. The sheep is a crazy extender. You have to play this card, I think. It makes for like ridiculous plays. The one of dog makes sense. Just being able to go dog into sheep is really powerful. It sets you up for next turn, just being able to have the dog again. But you don't need more of him. I don't think Stratos isn't the best card in 2017. No, 2017 we played 3 dog. But Dolphin is the absolute best. This thing is crazy, just being able to get back Toy Vendor and then send wings. And bear is super, super important. But yeah, you never really need 2 of any of these except for maybe sheep, just for sheep isn't once per turn, so you could just special as many of them as you want. But right now I've been liking this Fluffal suite. Next up, of course, the edge imps. Triple chain, obvious. We are playing Sailors and 1 Scythe. Scythe is really good, but this is searchable, so I don't think you really need more than 1. And then we are playing Tour Guide from the Underworld, because it's a fiend. It gets either Scythe or Sabers. So being able to just get your Sabers off of it is really, really huge. It allows you to use your Toy Vendor searches for Fluffals, or dog search for Fluffals and not for the Sabers. You already have it. And it sets you up for Unchained plays, because Tour Guide allows you to go straight into Yama. So speaking of Unchained, we run a little tiny Unchained engine. Just 2 Shavara and whatever trap of your choice. You can play the pop one. I really like this extender one, because I find that usually if you are setting this and you can't pop it, then you probably don't really have an Unchained that's like easy to tribute to pop something. So I'd rather just have an ability to get Shavara back. It's usually set because Shavara's in the graveyard, so it's like always live. But yeah, whichever trap you want to play. Or you can play 2. If you go DDD on turn 1, then being able to get this on the first turn for that play, and then set another one after you send the second Shavara is definitely huge. But that's another brick to put in the deck. So, I'm happy with just the 3 Unchained right now. Next up, we're playing Merle for Sprines into Predaplant. And the new boy, the unbanned Masterpiece. We're trying him out. He's kind of awkward sometimes, but with Duke of Demise giving you the additional normal summon, it's usually pretty easy to summon him, or you can just, of course, like sack 2 Toy Vendors. And he's really powerful. You're always gonna have Toy Vendors in the grave. This deck is so good at getting to them and popping them on the board. Of course, Shavara pops Toy Vendor, Bear sets it, so Shavara can always pop it off of that. So Masterpiece just is a really, really sweet card. Next up, the spells. We've got Triple Toy Vendor, obvious. Triple Patchworks, obvious. Triple Polymerization, obvious. I think you have to max out on Poly. It's just like too important because you can't activate Patchworks unless you have a search target. And then Triple Foolish Burial Goods. This card's absolutely nutso. Send Toy Vendor, search whatever you need. The one-ofs, we got Fright for Fusion, Fright for Repair. These are pretty straightforward. Cruel Whale sends this to the graveyard. It's a great extension tool. You kind of have to have it. And it's not the worst to draw. There's things you can do with it. And then Fright for Fusion, also just an amazing extension tool. Last two, we got Royal Penguin's Magical Guardian, or just Royal Penguin's Guardian. It searches Penguin, obviously. It's another continuous spell for Masterpiece. You can max out on this. I just couldn't find the room for it, but maxing out on it makes Masterpiece better, of course. And then another continuous spell, so Masterpiece is always like, this is basically just a polymerization. It fusions for only a Fiend fusion monster, but DDD can search this, so it's pretty crazy to run. If they break your board, then you just have another extension tool. So that's it for the main deck. It's 43, 42 cards, something like that right now. Extra, we got the Fright Furs, Kraken, Cruel Whale, Double Tiger. Really small package right now. This is the only thing I'm running, and you might be wondering, only one Cruel Whale? That's fucking crazy. Are you insane? The answer is yes, but there's a reason to my madness. So Cruel Whale, there's a combo you can do where you go Cruel Whale and then you go Sprined, and then you put the Cruel Whale back in the extra deck with Merly to fusion Predaplant. So you can get access to 2 that way. And then also it's just this deck is mainly focused on the turn 1 this is a go first deck, by the way. Absolutely go first deck. This is trying to establish a pretty good interruption board. And then being able to do your normal Fluffal stuff, like easy 8,000 damage, breakboard stuff after they push through. The Double Tiger is really important because there's combos that allow you to go Tiger, pop your own Toy Vendor, or pop your own Unchained spell, and then overlay these into DDD. The rest of the fusions, we have Duke of Demise. This card's so good. This card's absolutely crazy. Extra normal summon, banish it from the graveyard to give you something, so just such a great card to go into. We got Muddragon in the Swamp and Predaplant. We do play Super Poly in the side in my build, and these are just good cards you can go into when you need them. As per mention, DDD Wave High King Caesar. Crazy card. Not once per turn. Special negation. When it dies, it searches another polymerization, essentially. This card's bananas. We got Stealth Kraken, also as mentioned. Just a really solid interruption piece. We got the Lynx next. That's it for only the 2 XCs. Of course, you can play more. You can play the big boys, but there's just not really the room for it, in my opinion. Unchained, we got just Yama and Soul of Rage. You could play more, but I really like just keeping it lean like this. Soul of Rage, insane fucking interruption piece. Go this into SP. Double interruption on your opponent's turn, absolutely insane. Yama searches Shavara and also has the graveyard effect for amazing plays. Yeah, obviously SP. Sprined, as mentioned, go into Predaplant. It's a good interruption tool as well. You usually end on a DDD the turn you go into Sprined, so you can get 2 forms of interaction that way. Cross sheet for extension plays, and the big boy, Abao Aki. She is absolutely crazy. She's important for a few combos. She's a discard outlet for if Toy Vendor's stuck in your hand, she pops your own Toy Vendors, she pops your own Chain spell. She's a good interaction piece for your opponent's turn. She lets you see extra cards. She is freaking awesome. This is the Link 4 you need to run, I think, especially with Nightmare Griffin being banned. There's not really a better Link 4 to go into. You could play the Unchained Link 4, of course, but that card sucks. Let's be real. This card is so strong. That's it for the extra deck. It's the best extra deck Fluffals has ever seen. And then lastly, just real quick, the sideboard. Play whatever the fuck you want. Hand traps, whatever. play whatever. I'm playing the second scythe, whatever, you know. Play hand traps, cool. Board breakers, run whatever you want. Super poly, best board breaker ever. Let's go. And then counters to hand traps. We got triple tactics thrust, allowing you to search whatever you need and call by the grave. And then because we're a foolish burial goods deck, you can run traps that, or just, you know, in graveyard effects that can interrupt your opponent's turn if you're going first. So this, or the, what is it called? The trap that's the fucking goat laughter. Yeah, the goat laugh. The black goat laughs. That's what it is. You can run that. I'm just running one of these right now, just level interruption. Pretty good. And yeah, you know, we don't know exactly what the format's going to be, so run whatever you want. Whatever board breakers, whatever hand traps, whatever anti-hand traps. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a comment down below what you think of Fluffals in this format. Of course, it's not the most competitive deck, but it's my freaking favorite. I love this deck so much. And it's been a lot of fun. I've been playing it on Master Duel. The only thing you don't have on Master Duel is a Battle Key, which sucks. What else? It's missing something else, I think. Whatever. It's missing Merly, so you can't run Sprined, but that's about it. It's still a really fun deck to play on Master Duel. And yeah, I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace. Okay, now for some combos. Now this first combo, you just need Tour Guide, but I call it a 1.9 card combo because you do need like 3 pieces of cardboard. But usually you could get some value off of it. So first things first, you summon out Tour Guide. Tour Guide gets Sabers. You go into, you guessed it, Yama here. Yama gets you Shavara. And this is the first part where you need some card. Toy Vendor is the best, but you can set Toy Vendor and pop it, get a search off of that. And then you special summon your Shavara. You need another card to put back on top to special summon the Sabers from the graveyard. And then from here, you can go straight into a Battle Key. Shavara will activate, setting your Unchained trap. And then you can activate a Battle Key to discard a card, get a Toy Vendor search, and pop this. This on the stack, Yama also on the stack. Exile Yama to special summon Shavara, and Unchained Trap to special summon your other Shavara from the deck. And then from here, you just go into your DDD. So from only Toy Vendor, you get a Battle Key and DDD, which gives us 2 points of extremely important interaction and potential seeing extra cards. If you pitch Toy Vendors, you get extra stuff to get easy fodder for a Battle Key on their turn. And yeah, this is just a really solid, small, little 1-card combo. Not the best thing that you usually want to be doing, but this is just awesome if you have no access to the rest of your engines. You can always do something with just Tour Guide. Next, I just want to show a 3-card combo. This deck just has like so many ways to get to extra cards. So I'm just going to be showing like the bare bones version, but you're going to be getting so many other cards while doing this that there's a lot of different directions and tree branches you can go with it, but this is the one I'm going to show. So obviously we start with Tour Guide. You usually want to do Tour Guide before one of these because you're usually more okay with this getting ashed than these. And then you go into, of course, Sabers. You can link off into Yama. Again, better for this to get ashed than these. And that gets you Shavara. And this can be either fair or Foolish Burial Goods, but we're just going to show goods. So then, Foolish Burial Goods for Toy Vendor to get Bear. Just go ahead and do Bear for a set Toy Vendor. Patchworks for Poly and Chain. And then again, you've got some tree branches here. Like I said, there's a lot of different ways you can go with it here, but for this one, I'm going to bring back Sabers, pitching the other card in our hand, and then link off into Cross Sheet. We can then Shavara, pop in Toy Vendor, which allows us to search any Fluffal we want. We don't actually need this Fluffal for the combo, but if you get Dolphin here, at some point you could make Duke of Demise and then get an extra normal summon into Dolphin and get some insane value that way. But you don't have to, like I said. So that pop triggers Yama. Yama, bring back whatever. And then we can Poly right here into Duke of Demise. Again, you could also go for a Penguin there and go into, instead of Duke, you can go into Cruel Whale, put something in the graveyard, and then draw 2, discard 1 with Penguin. For this one, I'm just showing Duke because of this. This is like the most guaranteed value of just being able to +3 off of the Wings Toy Vendor. But yeah, so you can summon out your Dolphin if you want to, don't have to. Chain will get your Pride for Fusion, and then we can link these off into, oh, sorry. Cross Sheep will trigger special summon, whatever. And then we link off these into Soul Rage. Now we can link these into Sprined. Oh, and I'm skipping steps. Shavara went to the grave, so we set our trap, of course. And then Sprined will go ahead and pitch the Merly, fusion summon with Duke and Merly into a Predaplant. And then we use our Bright for Fusion to get rid of Sabers and Bear to go into Tiger. Tiger will pop the Unchained Trap, which allows us to go into Duke of Demise, not Duke of Demise, go into our other Shavara from deck and overlay into DDD. So as you can see, there's just, this deck has so many layers. You can go in so many different directions. Like I said, this Dolphin could have been anything else. It could have been a Penguin. It could have been a dog. You could have went dog, sheep, bounce back, go into more link plays, a Valor Key, whatever the heck you wanted. I think that usually turn 1, your best interaction board is going to be something like this, where you have the ability to get into your draws off Wings to potentially draw some hand traps to interrupt from hand, as well as the 4 pieces of negation here. We've got effect negation, special summon negation, special summon monster tag into SP Little Knight for any card banishment, and the Sprine for bouncing. So there's just so much that this deck can do, so many different negation effects. No Omni negates, unfortunately, but overall the deck just has a lot of different plays, a lot of different ways you can go, and I implore you to experiment with the deck. The deck is super fun. We got all this from three cards, including the 2 draws off of Wings and the search off of Toy Vendor. So just absolutely, like, the ceiling is so far. There's so many things you can do. But yeah, I hope you guys have fun with this deck, and I hope you enjoyed this deck profile. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.